Hey everybody, it is Bethany from Cranberry Essentials. This reading is for Thursday, December 10th, 2020. As you can see, I have a little bit different setup here. I'm trying something new. Of course, it's a little bit difficult trying to find enough light in here. This room tends to be a little dark, and it's that time of year when it's the window of opportunity when it is light outside is very narrow, and I'm working during all those hours. So the opportunity for me to do it just doesn't arise very well. So that is why you get it this way. So I have my pink Christmas tree in the background here. My cactus, because my son knows that I don't grow things very well. I did not inherit the green thumb, despite the fact that my grandfather could grow just about anything. Unfortunately, I didn't get that. So, all right, what do we need to know going forward for Thursday, December 10th? Before I start, I did want to add, we have this big conjunction coming up on the 14th, Saturn. I want to say it's Saturn and Gemini. There is a post that is on my Facebook page. If you go over to Cranberry Essentials on Facebook, you'll see there's a post there that I posted from somebody else, it's not mine, but it shows the pathway of these two planets coming together and how they will get so close. They're coming in this V together, and it's amazing to see the pathway and to understand that is what that means and what that must mean as far as energy and pull and all of that. It's really interesting. So if you get a chance to check that out, go ahead and look. As I said, it's on my Facebook page. And it's not mine. I wish it was. I did put on there whose it was, so I wanted to give them credit. All right, we are pulling some cards from the Oracle, the Moonology Oracle deck. I love this deck. What do we need to know? For Thursday, December 10th. All right. The first card is nothing is yet set in stone. So even though you may feel that there is a certain outcome coming, nothing is ever completely set in stone. And I was thinking about this earlier today because I had seen a reading from someone else. Tarot cards will never tell you an absolute. They will give you a general idea as if this follows the pathway that it's on, this is what's going to happen. As with any reading, if anybody tells you it's absolutely cut in stone, they're much more talented than anybody I know of. We, as humans, we're put onto this pathway to learn, but we are given free will. Those decisions are our own. So if you come to the end of a street and something tells you you're supposed to go right, but something is telling you it's not the right way to go the other way, when you go against that decision, you are changing the pathway. And it changes, like a ripple effect, it changes everything in its path. So remember that. Not everything is set in stone. It's like planets evolving or revolving. It's constantly changing. The second one is prosperity lies ahead. And prosperity, again, another topic that I've been working on is abundance versus prosperity. Hey! Sorry, dog. Wouldn't be a reading if I didn't have a dog in it. Prosperity lies ahead. Prosperity. Well, I guess that's enough said on that one. A time to give rather than to take. And we are most definitely in that season of giving. There are so many people struggling, and I can't help but say that it's going to last a while longer. I'd love to say that it's not going to be a while, but I have a feeling it is, and it doesn't matter either way. We should be doing what we can to help other people. For a minute there, I wasn't quite sure. I couldn't see the light with the Christmas tree. But definitely do what you can to help others, whether it's helping out at a fundraising dinner for, we have one of the local towns does meals for the aging in the town. We have an older population in that town. And so they set aside at least one day a month when they put together meals to deliver. They also raise money for heating oil, because in Maine, that's one of your largest expenses of having a house, is the cost of heating it during the winter. And so many people are living on next to nothing, so they need that. They need that help. All right, we are going to be using the Light Seer's deck today. Goodness. Got a card jumping out at us. And it is the Six of Wands, recognition for what you have done. This is a good card. It means that people are going to recognize when you're doing something. We don't do it necessarily for the recognition, but it certainly is nice to hear that every once in a while. So some sort of recognition that you've been working towards is coming forth. All right, that is our overcard for the reading. What do we need to know about past influences that will come into our day on Thursday? They love to jump. And always off of camera. All right, current influences. And possible outcome. Okay. So in the past influences, we have a lot of wishes. We have the Magician trying to transform water into wine, trying to make it something out of nothing usually, but also the ability to transform yourself into something better. Perhaps this is you trying to transform yourself into something else, as far as, say you want to achieve something and it takes a lot of hard work and goal. This is you at the beginning of the journey, and this is you at the end of the journey. All right, also in the past position, we have the Four of Cups, which is sort of that dreamy energy, maybe not paying fully attention to what you were trying to achieve. You know, she's got 3 knocked over, 1 that's still there in front of her, so perhaps she wasn't always looking at what she had. And the Queen of Pentacles, which is that nurturing, benevolent energy, the mother goddess. She is nurturing and caring, but also to help you and to understand and to offer you guidance when needed. So that is in the past. In the present, we have the Tower. And this is the one that fell out onto the floor, to tell you the truth. So the Tower means an ending into a situation or a relationship that has a large emotional impact. It usually happens rather quickly. It is usually something that changes your belief system in some way. And they're not usually easy to deal with at the time. They do take some time to understand the impact of what you're seeing and doing. It is something that's going to happen that will make you question. I feel like it's emotional. I feel like there's some sort of a relationship that isn't working, that whether it be business or personal, that is not working and you're struggling with it. You may have to confront it before it ends. We have the Emperor, so there is someone there guiding this situation. Older person, perhaps it's, or a person in authority or position. Emperors can be, in a work relationship, can be a boss. They can be, in a personal relationship, could be a parent. And again, these cards in the middle, these are current situations that are going on. And the Two of Wands, meaning you don't want this drama. This is not where you want to be. You would rather be trying to find that option that gives you that letting go of your spirit and your soul, that allows you to live peacefully and also to feel fulfilled. But I mean, don't lose hope, because this is the overall card here. I mean, you are coming from this need to transform yourself. Part of that is going to be loss. Part of that is letting go of those things that don't work. We've said this, I don't know how many times before, but it is part of life, unfortunately, is to have to give up those pieces. So moving into the future, possible outcome, we have the Hierophant, we have all-knowing, all-seeing, but also this secure in the knowledge that you have earned within yourself. It is coming from a place of inner strength that you've earned. Eight of Swords. This is a warning. Do not become so entangled in what is happening that you bind yourself and you can't see the opportunities that are there. We're going to clarify that one. And the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is generally having fought a battle, come through it. It can do a couple of things. In a traditional Rider-Waite deck, it is a line of sticks behind him, almost like a wall, to protect him. In this case, she has created a barrier between herself and anything that is coming. It's almost a protection. So she's beating through whatever this is, this battle that she's working on, and creating a barrier within herself. But you have to be really careful, because if that barrier becomes too strong, you're going to shield out things that you shouldn't. It's so easy to take the path of least resistance and walk away. But it doesn't solve things. They're still out there. not every battle can be won. Tower moment. But that doesn't mean you need to put your energy behind them. I'm not saying do battle with somebody. I'm saying say goodbye. I'm saying put a finale, put an ending to that, whatever that conflict is. Recognize it, look at it, and then say goodbye. And I've heard that somewhere else today. We're going to clarify. This is personal truth. There's something about personal truth, whether it's recognizing your own part in this and identifying with it, whatever this drama is. Recognizing it and putting it behind you so that you can be her. All right. We'll just pull some clarifiers on that. There's one up. What do you know? Again, it's very similar to the Eight of Swords. It is the Two of Swords. Again, two opportunities and blinding yourself to what they could be. Those opportunities are out there. You just need to be sure that you're going into it with an open mind. That's a pretty strong message there. If you have two similar messages there. Tower of Moment again. This is reap what you sow. This is what you put into it is what you're going to get back out of it. But you need to enjoy the work that you've done. So once you've been through all of this, you're going to reach this, and you should enjoy that. You've worked hard for it. Good is coming. You're just going to have to get through the stinky stuff to get there. We'll go back to the Moonology cards. What did we have? We had nothing is yet set in stone. Prosperity lies ahead. That's that final outcome. It's there. A time to give rather than take. Karmic cycle. All right. I hope this helps. I did want to take a moment at the end of this and thank you all for coming on and watching the videos. It's now more than ever, it's really important that we reach out and keep connected with those around us. This is a hard time, and everybody is feeling very isolated, and that can have, not only are we going into winter, when winter is already a hard time, but there's a lot of people already feeling isolated by this. And the more you can do for others is, even just a simple gesture is going to be enough to help sometimes. Make them smile, make them laugh. Sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes it takes more. Be sure to recognize when people are struggling. We had a loss in this community just recently, a young man, and I won't go into all of it, but that loss is felt in the community. And it makes you realize that we are, all of us at some point in our lives, very close to feeling that loss. So it's better to understand and help those around us. As I said, take a moment to Ask somebody truly how they're doing. To understand, care, show compassion. That's what's needed. All right. Sending you lots of love and light and blessings from Maine. Bye-bye.